Hi, I'm John Corelli, and welcome to CrewTimer, the regatta timing system developed and maintained by Glenn Engel. This video is going to show you how to use CrewTimer to assess and manage penalties in a head race formatted regatta. So with that being said, it's going to be geared really towards officials and referees that are tasked with the responsibility of doing penalties on the course. If you're interested in using CrewTimer as a timing system at the start and finish line, I'll provide some links to some of the other videos I have out there that'll show you that. So right now, we can assume that when you show up to your regatta, as most regattas do, they provide a tablet for referees to use out on the course to assess penalties. It could be an iPad, it could be an iPad mini, and in my case, on the right side of your screen, you see the desktop of my Android-based Fire 7. So on this platform, you can see the CrewTimer logo and icon shows up in the quick launch bar as well as on the desktop itself. So assuming that the regatta credentials have already been configured by your timing lead, the first thing you need to do is associate this tablet to you by providing your reporter name. And the way we do that is simply start up the CrewTimer app. And if this is the first time it's been started, you'll be asked to confirm the configuration. Now, if this was a multi-day regatta, it would ask you which day you want to log into, but this is only a one-day regatta, so there's nothing for us to do there. So we'll just tap OK and get into the main display. Now, to enter your name as the reporter, you want to access this menu button in the upper left. And the way we do that is just tap on that, select regatta, and tap on the reporter name. My name is already in there, so I'll accept that and go back to the home screen. Now, the bottom half of the screen has the entire event schedule shown with all the bow numbers that'll be in the race. And in the top half, we'll show penalties as you assign them. And it's important to note that this will only show the penalties that you assign. The only person that can really see all the penalties that are being assigned on the race course is the timing admin from the admin page on the back end of CrewTimer. So let's go ahead and assign a penalty. And the way we do that is just long press or double tap the bound number of the infracting boat. So let's say 601 committed a penalty, and we'll just access those from this pull down. And we'll say they missed a course buoy. Now we'll leave the quantity as 1. And optionally, you can tap in this comment field and maybe provide a little information if needed that maybe provides a little more context to the penalty. So we'll accept that action. And we now see in the top half that bow 601 has a single penalty assessed to it. Now you can also assign multiple penalties to the same boat. And the way we do that is just go back into that dialog box. Let's say bow 602 committed a penalty, but this time it might have been failure to yield. And we can change that quantity to 2. Let's say it happened twice. And now we can see that there are 2 failure to yield penalties being assessed against bow number 602. So let's talk about some corner cases that might happen while the regatta is going on. Let's say that the bow 602 really shouldn't have had 2 failure to yield penalties, and you want to change that. The way you simply do that is tap on the penalty itself, which is showing up here in the right side of the blue bar. So if we just tap on that, we go back into the dialog box that shows the penalties, and we can change the quantity, say maybe to 1, and save that action, and it updates to only 1 failure to yield penalty. And of course, the times that are assessed against their overall times will automatically get updated on the public-facing web page. Now, another situation that might come up is you might find that you made a mistake where you don't want the penalty assessed at all. So you need to delete the penalty altogether. The way you would do that is just utilize this garbage can on the far right. So we can tap on that, and we can delete the penalty altogether. So we'll say that was a mistake, and it deletes the penalty and shows up as removed in the upper half of the screen. Finally, the third thing that could happen is maybe the bow number's fallen off the boat, or you can't see the bow number for whatever reason. So the way we assess penalties in that situation is we use the question mark button, and we can double tap on that. And let's say that was a missed course buoy, but maybe we couldn't see the bow number. So we'll save that action, and we show a question mark now reflecting this unknown bow number. Now, if at some point you're sure what bow number it is, you can always go correct it by tapping on the question mark and changing that bow number to the one you know it was. And you really don't want to guess here. You want to be sure that you've got the right bow number. So we can say 605 was the infracting boat, and now it's replaced that penalty with a 605 bow number. That's pretty much it, and all you have to worry about as far as assessing penalties. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and have a good race.